Hello! In this video I will be building this Bluetooth speaker, and it's a little bit special one. It has an amplifier with the DSP, so I don't have any passive crossover inside this, and I already tested it. It sounds amazing and it looks good also, so watch this video. Yes, so I will save you from the boring cliche stuff where I cut down the boards or the MDF and stuff like that and glue it together, because it's pretty straightforward. So I'm already cutting to the face where I have the box like half done, and I can actually talk about more of this design. And it looks really complicated, but actually it is not. So you can see this is basically like two bookshelf speakers if I like turn them 90 degrees and then combine them together. So it's a really basic stuff. But I had a small mistake here. For example, here in the front I should have these tweeter and a woofer closer together, so I could have some phase issue here later. And yeah, I noticed that when I was making the holes for the drivers, and that's a little bit my mistake when I was gluing this down. I was doing this like 1 hour, 2 hours every night or every evening I had time, and I was gluing together, for example, these braces, and I had the braces a little bit in the wrong place, so I couldn't get that so close there. But to be honest, mostly we are going to use this in our car, in the back of the van, so it should be pretty much on axis, so I hope it's not an issue. And actually the biggest thing what I'm doing here, what is new, that I'm making now active crossovers. I was first making the passive or designing them, and I thought I had a pretty cool plan how to make a simple passive crossover, two-way crossover for the speaker. But then I was publishing it in the Facebook group, where is much wiser guys than me, and they said I have some issues with that there's could be some phasing or crossover point what I have to change. And somebody was also giving me the option to use the active crossover, so I have a amplifier coming on where is DSP. Actually I just like 1 hour ago I was ordering the stuff here, so I have been really early. I don't even have the speakers or the drivers yet, but I know the measurements. So last time I was making too small hole, and the time before that I made a too big one. So I hope it's the right size of hole this time. But anyway, it's a little bit I have a cable package, the functional cable package also, so I will have some switches here in the front, LEDs, and also some potentiometers that I can adjust from the front. And I'm still thinking about the power supply, because I was thinking I have the power tools, these skills, and they have a 20 volt, actually it's a 20 volt max 18 volt battery. And I have so much of these machines that I have 3 devices where I can charge the chargers. So I don't really, I need just one. So I was thinking I could destroy one, make it in here, and use those power tool batteries here. And also, of course, having the option to put 220 volts, and then I can charge the battery while it's actually in here. I'm not sure if it's going to work. I have to maybe ask some wiser guys. But yeah, I can see this, show this enclosure to you. It's a really cool one. And yeah, one more thing, said Columbo. I think you're maybe thinking, what is this blue foam here? It is actually the HIFI, the audio, is it audiophile, yeah, audiophile foam. I don't know the words in English. In Finnish it's like hi-fi guys, and in English it's audiophile. But it's audiophile foam. It's a nanostructure, and it can reflect some laser beams, and there is some pieces of the meteorite, and the blue one is like crystals from the ocean. So it's really expensive. I think it's like 100, this kind of piece is like 100 euros. But it makes a complete change of the music. You know, the sounds are bouncing all the way, so it's taking all the power to your ear, and it's making it much better. Now, actually, it's a piece of this kind of sleeping matrix, outdoor sleeping matrix, and it's I don't know. I bought it this really many years ago, and it's too thin actually to use anywhere. So I had it just in the workshop, and I was thinking to take it in the recycle, but now when I have it inside here, it's recycled or used again. And when this speaker is not working anymore, I can burn the whole shit, and it's recycled. But yeah, let's see this thing. Yeah, I know it looks really complicated, but you can see the middle part, it's for the electronics, and then there is basically like two almost identical speakers. So I have just the woofer hole there, tweeter hole, there's some bracing, more bracing, and just this kind of things for extra bracing. And I did place them a little bit randomly, so it's not symmetrical, but there is places that I could hear the difference when I'm knocking the thing. And I have two ports here, so it's a vented box, and it's about 17 centimeter long. There is nice exhaust pipes coming here, and the diameter is about 3 centimeters. So this port is, or this enclosure is ported about 36 Hertz. So it will go pretty low, and in the behind of the van it should be going even lower because it gets the room gain. And here in the middle I have still a hatch I can open, and I can go into the electronics. Yeah. So it looks complicated, but it's actually pretty simple. Yeah, so it's so very cold here in the workshop. It's just a couple of plus degrees. So my next step is, I have this, I think it's like mineral wool in English. It's the same wool what people use in the constructions between the walls. So it's this is 10 centimeter thick, really big piece of wool. I have all this nice stuff here in the attic. So I will stuff some wool here, but I will leave some room for the speaker and for the air to flow. And I'm just cutting it with the knife. So I'm basically just eyeballing the speaker and taking some pieces for it, and now I can actually measure it like that size, and then you can, this way you can cut it. When you're making the insulation in the house, you usually want to have it like this side, and the cold is coming from this way, not this way when you have the cold coming that way. I don't know if it makes any difference here in the speaker, so I will basically stuff it how it goes more easily. I will put it in the halfway, and after that I go halfway this way up, and then I will put the cables here already to the tweeter and the woofer. I don't actually really even know what's the reason why you're putting this wool inside. I think it's like the sound waves are bouncing there back and forth, and there's some kind of standing wave issue what you possibly can have, but I have no idea what they are. So I will glue this top on there already. I know it's actually, let's put a little bit more wool in here. I know it's not good idea to do it. I should make all the amplifier stuff and that now and put this one later. It would be much easier, but I'm not good guy for waiting. And when I have the drivers here and the amplifier, I want to have this already done, that I can just start playing with the digital crossover. I had a small mistake here in the middle. The brace here is a little bit not coming like too high. And if I put the wood glue, there's a chance that it could leak a little bit. So I will put this construction adhesive or something. This is really good glue. And this actually sticks much better also. I'm pretty sure this is enough. Yeah. So this is only for the braces there. Where did I put the cap? Here. Why didn't you say anything? So this one and then wood glue. Where I have the wood glue. Oh, it's really boring, so let's put this a little bit faster going on. Yeah, I have now basically all my clamps here. I actually bought 2 clamps, actually 3 clamps more, no 2, just for this, and I usually always have not enough clamps, and that's the thing what you hear all the time and everybody says that you can't have enough clamps, and that is so true. But anyway, now when I'm knocking the cabinet here, it's so solid. So I was putting maybe too much braces, but anyway, the material is a little bit thinner than usually what I use. I'm not actually sure. I have the 19mm MDF there, and the veneer is it 12? I think it's maybe 12 millimeters. And I didn't actually say, but you can see it's a black, this front baffle already, and it's a leftover pieces from my kitchen renovation. I had that black MDF, and I remember when I was cutting it down already, I thought, okay, this is good MDF, I have to take these pieces away and save them, and now I actually need them. And this veneer is actually leftover spruce veneer. I was making actually the music listening room some shelves, and you will see them. Actually you did see it already. I think I will just make the subwoofer session later when I have the receiver back, but you have actually saw that already, but I haven't because I haven't made it. Confusing, isn't it? But anyway, all the pieces here are leftovers from something. The legs, I made the same thing. I had the subwoofer close, the subwoofer front baffle, and actually it's an old bed what I did find there. And all the pieces what I bought here, I have a really good deal. I paid them, it was 205 euros. So basically this whole thing has cost me just a little bit more than 200 euros. And if I would sell this, I would ask maybe for 500 euros at least from this build. And if you're buying this kind of stuff, if I get it working, I could imagine that it's like much more expensive. Impossible to say how much, but yeah. So I did also put some linseed oil to the veneer parts already. I have actually 1 or even 2 coats maybe. So after this gluing, when I remove the clamps, it will be really fast thing to make the finish here. I just have to do some really small stuff and do it, yeah. And I did put black paint here in the holes, so then after I put the drivers in, you can see the MDF color there. But yeah, too much talking. I actually think I need to carry this whole thing to the bar because it's so cold here. It will be heavy like shit. But yeah, I know I'm talking too much. Sorry. Let's continue this later. Good morning, guys. Sorry, I maybe look like a living dead. I had a 17-hour long work day yesterday, and I have just a little bit time. Maybe mounting for the speaker drivers for the Beast. I need some coffee. So yesterday I was picking up on my way to work some of these parts. So actually I should have everything what I need for the build, all the electronics. And yeah, the main guy here is this classic series 6.5-inch woofer, and I have 2 of these. I did open another box already, so it's this one. And then I have the tweeter. I have the Dayton audio, also like that one, and this is the 1-inch Neo Soft Dome tweeter with waveguide, ND25FE4. So I can put the links on the description, and I will probably put actually an affiliated link. So if you buy with that link, you can help me a lot. I can get a small commission of the purchase, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. But then the most exciting thing is this Vondom amplifier. It's the Jab 5. It's a 4 times 100 watts Class D audio amplifier with Bluetooth and DSP. And you have the same guy with the Dayton Audio sells this guy, but they had an own brand for it. I think it's the KABD slash SPF, but it's actually the same amplifier than this. So you can use the parts for this amp from the Dayton Audio series. For example, I have the function cable for KBD series amp boards, and this is from Dayton Audio, but it actually goes to this one also. And then I also need the programming in-circuit programmer, and this is ECP5. So this is basically everything what I need for the speaker, and the power I also need for it. So I was actually thinking if I have 3 of these chargers for my battery tools, and I need actually just one. So I could destroy one and test. I know it's going to work. The voltage is right. The only problem is if it can handle a lot of that much of power, if the wattage is enough. But I can actually try with one, and usually the worst thing what happens, there's a fuse inside here. It will just destroy the fuse. And if that destroys, I don't really care, and I'm pretty sure I can't destroy the amp itself. But now is very exciting part. Last time I made a 2 small hole. Before that I made a 2 big hole, and I hope this time it's the average, and I have all the holes ready here, and they are right size, and I will test that now. Alrighty, I have the DSP amplifier inside already. I have it connected, and I also run the Sigma Studio program. So I did find in the Dayton audio pages you can find the example file for a two-way speaker and the crossover and also the potentiometers. So I have them also here. I have the volume control, I have the bass and the treble, but I don't think the treble works how it should. There's something strange, I don't know. And I have the crossover in the 2500 hertz, so it sounds really nice, really good. I'm actually really surprised. First, I didn't have enough bass, and I was thinking, what's the wrong? But then I did use the EQ, and I did put the higher sounds a little bit lower. So now it's actually really bassy, punchy, and there's a respect in the bass region, and it sounds actually really amazing. I was hoping something like this, but it was actually more. I really enjoy listening it. But let's watch this a little bit closer, and we can have a final thoughts later how it sounds like. I also have a measuring mic, so I can measure it inside here, just for fun, and after that when it's in the car. So the main reason the main place where I'm going to use it is in the car, but also with the customers I can show them some videos and stuff. So maybe sometimes I will use it outside or like halfway inside or out in the car. And I have also the battery working here, so this works actually really good. I'm so surprised. And only thing is that the amplifier fan is not turning, it's not on. I don't know if it goes on only when it's like warm enough, or should it always be on? I maybe have to measure if does it get the electricity. So is the fan broken, or is there something with the the electronics? I don't know. Oh yeah, I finally have this classic boy ready. So the name the classic comes from the classic woofer and also the classic look what I think I made here. And the GTI, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit because it has modern parts like the DSP amp and also the double exhaust pipes in the back. I can run it with the battery from the power tools. I have the skill battery, and I guess it goes pretty low and it plays really nicely. It's so nice to listen. I've been now listening this 2 days, like several hours, because it's so nice to listen to music with these speakers. I like a lot the classic woofer from the Dayton Audio. So I think I will build more speakers with these drivers because it sounds really nice, it has good specs, and it goes pretty low. So I tuned the box to 36 Hz, and I think it could be that it goes that low. I have my measuring mic already at home. It has been here a couple of days, but I didn't understand that. Of course, I need to buy the cable for it also, so I don't have any cable for the mic. Maybe I go tomorrow or today and buy it, or maybe not. I don't really know. But anyway, I will measure this guy in the next episode. I can put like 2 meters in the front, one mic, and check what kind of tone curve it gets inside here in the room. And then it would be nice to see when I put it in the car that how it changes. I guess it's going to change a lot. So that's why it's really nice. I have the knobs here. I can adjust the treble and the bass, so I can get it matching to the car. Room acoustics for the car. Yeah, I really love it. I will build some more stuff, And in the next episode I can show you a little bit the measurements and also how long the one battery lasts. I can test that. And then we can go into the car and listen some music. But I'm pretty sure you want to hear some music from this speaker, so in the end I will play you some, I will find some YouTube music, copyright music, and play you something. But you have to remember that you can hear what your speakers can produce. But if you have really nice speakers or headphones, you can get some kind of idea how low the bass goes or something like that, maybe, because I will not edit that music so much. Yeah, but thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.